All right, and we are live. Hey, everybody, it's Jason Blaha. We're just getting some morning cardio done. It is raining outside, so we decided to just do this here. Now, if the rain clears up, I might go out there and do some Facebook. But for now, it's going to do this in here since I'm on the computer. Might as well do this. But if the weather picks up, I'll go hop over on Facebook and go walk if it stops raining. And hopefully we get a nice, good chat in here. I'm still on coffee. It's my last cup of coffee for the morning, but it's, 9 a.m. And usually by 9:30 to 10 at the latest, I usually stop my coffee. So let me just finish it up here. Hit that like button as soon as you get in here, though, guys. We're still sitting at 213. The full body today, we did deadlifts instead of squats. You guys will see the vlog. So the first 3 lifts before all my normal stuff. My accessories I like to keep in. We did deadlift, we did bench press and barbell rows. Right? And everything's coming along with that. The lifts were good. Got a decent triple with 500 on a deadlift. That's the main thing, as long as I can still bench at least 315, do reps with 405 on the squat, reps with 500 on a deadlift, we're okay on the cut. It doesn't matter. Just keep getting leaner. But even then, if I have to sacrifice those for a bit, then we sacrifice them. At the end of the day, have to get leaner. All right. It's going to be the name of the game here. And like I said, hopefully we'll get some people in here. The one yesterday was a little different. I think when I'm doing them on the desktop, it's not used to me doing it. Some people reported some strange stuff. Is that coffee? What is that? And a coffee stain on my lip. All right. Getting a coffee stain. But yeah, happy with the workout. Really good, real solid workout today. Made some adjustments with those barbell pullovers. I feel like I'm trying to do a little too straight arm. It's starting to really hurt. So I did just a little bit of bend, and oh man, it felt smoother. But I did sets of 10 with 105 with those barbell pullovers. Everything going good. I did extra bicep work today instead of forearm. Because again, it always stand to have a little more arm. And I feel like the pullovers plus the dips are going to do what I need for my triceps anyways. Because I really feel those pullovers. OJC, hey, hit the like button for me, OJ. Please hit that like button and then let's get you going. Hey, man, for girls, do you think it's better to be lean and light or heavy but carry a little extra fat? I don't think it matters that much, honestly. I think girls are not as visual as men, and I think you're really overthinking it. So here's what I would say. Which one are you more confident? That's the question. It's not about the girls, okay? Which one of those two makes you feel more confident personally? Pick one. Whichever one of those you feel more confident as is the one that's going to get you more girls. A heavier dude who's still carrying muscle and carrying some fluff, if he feels super confident like that, he's going to attract women. Right? Very straightforward. If you're more confident when you're leaner, you're going to attract more women. Which one are you more confident? That's the actual key. It's about you. About that energy and vibe you put off. And keep in mind, confidence is not arrogance. Confidence is just, hey, man, I feel good. I look good. I feel like I look good like this. That's what it takes. If you feel that you look good and you're confident like that, women will agree. Make sense? They pick up energy and vibe more than they care about the direct look like you're thinking. Beautiful says, should we go around drinking water from a mason jar instead of a plastic bottle? No. What? That's a weird question. You sound like a hippie. Are you beautiful? Are you like doing that whole hippie fitness thing? Hippie fitness. Because we got bougie fitness, fitness TM, hippie fitness, all these different branches of nonsense. That sounds like hippie fitness. Yeah, dude, you're not getting that many microplastics from the water bottle. But why don't you just drink tap water like the rest of us? That's what I do. And you're like, but coach, I'm like, really? I'm healthy and have elite lifts at age 48 and I drink tap water. Coach, you got your desk? Yes, obviously at the desk. right? No, I'm not late. Dude, it's 9 a.m., man. I did a full workout. I did deadlifts and benching, and my workouts take a while. This is not late for a training day, right? Since when is 9 a.m. late for a training day? Showed me as an advert, so I guess, yeah, okay, yeah. Hit that like button, guys. Why do we only have one like? We got multiple questions, and Peppermint's in here, and I know that he hit like already. Richard, hit that like button. We have no likes. People be taking them away. I get those comments up though, guys. You're fighting for the crown. But no, man, we're seriously worrying about water bottles as far as plastic at that point. Dude, it's the environmental. Eat less processed food, less junk. It's best you're going to do, right? Best you're going to do. We'll be fighting for that crown in the chat. There you go, man. Fight for that crown. Because fighting for the crown is good for me. What is for lunch? Well, I haven't put anything in the crock pot or the Instapot yet, but I'll give you a hint. The same thing I have every day. Same thing I had yesterday and the day before and the day before and the day before for weeks. Okay, I'll give you a hint. There will be chicken involved. There will be rice involved, and there'll be vegetables involved. That's pretty much what I eat, dude. It's like that's all my meals. Like pretty much, unless I buy a watermelon or something, every meal I eat is chicken, rice, and vegetables. Pretty much, unless I occasionally have a little bit of oats. No, I don't drink almond milk. That's nut juice. Looking lean, coach. Face looking thinner. You have a swoosh. No, I'm still at 213. So same swoosh as yesterday. We be 213, bros. I'm doing steak, broccoli, mushrooms, and milk. I think that's reasonable. Sounds solid to me. Just I'm on that bro diet time. You have a cheat day? No. What do you mean to recarb? I'm eating 500 grams of carbs a day. Do you think I really need to recarb? I'm on a carb diet. That seems kind of strange. You do realize I'm eating 3,000 calories a day, right? OJC, mostly carbs. I'm just burning through that much cardio, right? Is purely the cardio. I mean, but that's still below that. That's still a deficit for me normally, even without cardio. My maintenance is in the 3,000s. Yep. We still have that sheer lack of likes though. Now, but why would a cheat day help you recarb? Most cheat days have fat. Like nobody's cheat daying on carbs. Right? Think of cheat foods. They're usually really fat, really fatty. Pizza, burger, French fries, stuff like that. I'm still so shocked at so much stuff I'm seeing on that too. Like everyone's blaming seed oils for everything, and there's not one shred of evidence. There's like no scientific evidence that seed oils are causing problems, other than they're potentially empty calories somewhat. Even then, they're not as bad as butter and tallow. They still have more vitamins than they do. Richard says, hasn't had pizza in 20 years. There you go. Richard, you got the crown, man. What happened, Peppermint? How'd you lose the crown, dude? How do you not have it? Carol says, hey, coach. What's up, Carol? Baked fries. By the way, anyone who wants to help me on my cut, I did link my Amazon wish list if y'all want to buy protein powders, creatine, whatever. All right. Baked fries on parchment. It's really not that easy. You still got to slice all that up. Oh, Peppermint's at a disadvantage. You are, man. Well, it's all good, man. Please get them likes up, guys. It's a weird pseudo-political idea because stuff like butter and Butella are not plants. Right. Which is, it is, it's this weird carnivore ideology. And it's going to kill people, unfortunately. I don't know how we got to this. I don't see how this became a political thing. I don't understand at all. And it doesn't make any sense to me. It's honestly, it's just a weird anti-science thing, quite frankly, because there's no evidence for it. Like even the top researchers who care about people's health are like, they don't understand where this whole seed oil thing came from. They're just like baffled. They have no clue why this whole circle of diet gurus came up with this. They're like, they just made this all up. We don't understand where they got it from. We can't find any data to support this. And we researched this for a living. It's just insane. And it's very obvious that it's a financial bias. That's the funny part. Like people are missing the bias. They're screaming that the other one has bias. I'm like, dude, this is your side's the one with the financial bias. It's very obvious. Beef, pork, and dairy industry are funding that whole movement. And you can catch them doing it sometimes. Go look at some of the studies and meta-analysis and look who's funding it. There's very clear bias. That's clearly who's paying all these carnivore people to, for those interests to push content out. It's fascinating. Fascinating. And I'm pro meat. Like, so it's kind of a weird thing that I'm kind of stuck in that of saying, yeah, guys, this is crazy because I am pro meat. Like, I'm like, dude, I think milk is a superfood. I think dairy is a superfood for athletes. I think we should be eating lean meats, right? I'm all for it, but we should still be plant-based for most of our calories. Like our non-protein should be coming from plants. That includes our fat. Because the evidence is overwhelming for that. McDonald's originally opened with beef tallows, fries only. Now it's processed seed oils. Okay, Cart, but stop and think about that. Does anyone who care about their health eat French fries? Right? Like this is a non-issue. And objectively speaking, Cart, if we look at research and common sense, the seed oils are still healthier than the beef tallow. And I'm telling you straight up, dude, if you look at the hard data, if you had to pick the least bad, the seed oils are the lesser of the two evils. It's still technically healthier. Notice how my kind of cringe. It's like saying cocaine is not as bad as heroin. How's that for an example? Like, I'm not saying you should be eating it. It's a bunch of fried foods, right? But the beef tallow is objectively worse. So it's insane. But I'm not telling you to eat either one. I don't think you should eat either one. Personally, you shouldn't be frying your food at all. Like you're going to get fat and sick eating a bunch of fried food. Limitless says, Coach, thoughts on swimming for cardio? Have any issues from running? Yeah, sounds good to me. Why aren't you walking? It's raining. It's raining outside. So I thought I would just do the bike today. I mean, dude, I put in 3+ hours of walking outside some days in the last few weeks, right? So if it's raining, man, I'll just get on my bike and get in here. I'm going to do at least one of these every day sitting down in here, no matter what, though, until they boost my little thing. Well, they boost my thing. Let me show you. So once this goes down here, I'm done with YouTube. YouTube lives are over. They're over. The second this right now, see that not yet eligible? The second that becomes eligible, I'm never doing another YouTube live the rest of my life. It's all going to be Facebook. Because why would I do YouTube lives? They don't pay enough. So just an FYI. I got that thing and it told me, I got an email saying I guaranteed that I will have it before August 31st. I got an actual official. So, depends on where in the world. So basically in Colombia, seed oil isn't bad. Cardio doesn't matter. What are you talking about? This last morning swimming is great. I just joined the gym, so I guess I'm going to get back into barbell. Get on it. I am the one. Get on some barbell. I got free programs. Dude, I swear I need to go ahead and make a 3.0, don't I? People would love it if I made an Ice Cream Fitness 3.0. Just the live. Yeah, Peppermint. I still upload all my stuff. So Peppermint, if you follow me on Facebook, you know every single YouTube short and long format video I do goes to my other platforms, right? They're all there. Every single video I upload here, I upload to Facebook. Every short goes as a Facebook and an Instagram reel. All of them, every single video. So people are like, you make all this YouTube. No, I make video content. It goes to all my platforms. They're all monetized. But right now, YouTube pays me more for likes. That's the only thing YouTube has the advantage for. That's why I do it here. Was that? Yeah. No, that was my actual Facebook app you just saw. That is my actual app for my page. I have that on my profile already, but I only have 9,000 followers, so mine don't pay enough to justify it. I mean, they make 50 cents occasionally if I do a 3-minute one. Yeah, Facebook pays way more than YouTube. We talk about cart. I have never made in my life more than $5,000 in a single month off YouTube. I've definitely had Facebook months in the past that did more than that. Not right now, but you know. Is it normal doing a 10% deload at 150 pound bench? Hey, lifting, are you sure you're not that guy again? Yeah, it happens, man. Just do the deload and keep going. I got you. You Peppermint. I mean, so the thing is, social media, if YouTube's got to pay and give people outreach, like, dude, I have a check mark. I have a big long-term audience. If they're not kicking me out there in the feed and then they don't want to pay, that's not my problem. Like, I'm not going to stand here and play around when I have other options. You know, it's very simple. YouTube doesn't want to pay me $4 or $5 grand a month anymore. Somebody else will. Tony D is swimming very joint friendly, isn't it? Yeah. Swimming is great. Yeah, no, swimming is a great form of cardio, guys. Does swimming build muscles? No. Limitless. Stop thinking of your cardio as building muscle. You're lifting weights. Yeah, YouTube has to set their game up. They need to set their game up as far as helping their old school long-term creators. They don't protect people. Like, think of all the hater channels you see. If they pulled that on Facebook, they would all be banned and they would have their original accounts blocked, like under their legal name. They wouldn't even be able to make new profiles, right, with their ID and stuff. YouTube, they get away with that. Like, they don't protect their creators. It's an enormous amount of work to get stuff taken down. The only thing they do well is copyright. They give us free tools and they just automatically do stuff without us having to really type anything. Like, I've closed probably 100 channels for stealing my videos and it takes 10 seconds. I only have to find them. They just find them for you and tell you. They are good about that. Otherwise, yeah. And kickboxing build a lot of everything. Kickboxing will not build muscle either. All right. Tony D says, can I take it easy or fast? Very versatile, a lot more fun than biking indoors, which I do in the winter. Yeah, the biking indoors sucks. That's what I'm doing now. But, you know, the thing is, because again, the rain, the weather. But you know what, guys? At least I got you guys in here. We can stream while we do it. We get outreach, engage with my fans. Yeah, so Peppermint, that screen, as soon as that kicks over to eligible and I hit the button, it's like just 2 hours of Facebook Live every day. Why wouldn't I? You know, my appreciative plyo gains is the secret muscle gainer. It's not. Pullovers and pull-ups make swimming feel more controlled. Interesting, Cart. Are studies in reality the same lifting in terms of what? Not always. Sometimes they are. You've got to look at what the study's measuring. All right, you got to look at what the study's measuring. This bit of coffee. Only about one more sip left in there. So look at what the study's actually measuring and what it says. Sometimes it's not applicable to reality. Lifting, whether you can increase your vertical or not is a subject of enormous debate in coaching circles. I'm not even going to get into that debate because it's such a massive fight that any answer you give will upset someone because one of their heroes said the opposite. There are coaches who believe you can increase your vertical, and there are coaches who believe you cannot, that it's 100% genetic. So I don't know what answer you want. Face looking leaner, appreciate it, mortal. I don't have an opinion because I don't really coach people in the vertical. I tend to lean in the direction of it's very genetic because that's why they test for it in things like the NFL and for scholarship athletes, because it's a sign of genetic potential. I think it's very mildly trainable. I don't think you're changing it more than a few inches. In other words, if you start with a 30-inch vertical, you'll never get a 40. You might get a 33, you might get a 34 if you really work at it. My daily protein now, I dropped it down a little and it helped me whoosh because more carbs. I was doing like 250 to 300. I'm doing about 170, 180 ballpark. Right? So that's just like vertical friendly. Sure, if you lose weight, you can improve. Peppermint. You're speculating, and I'm simply telling you what the best coaches say. So again, this is a debate we could have for hours, and you will see 10 coaches all call each other morons and argue with each other over it. Makes sense? I know coaches who say, no, it won't matter at all, who train people for this stuff. Most people, if they jump their whole life from a young age, will have a decent vertical. No, those aren't vertical necessarily, though. Those are running. It's not a vertical. So the reason to have a high vertical is to test your explosiveness. That's what the point of the vertical is. Yeah, peppermint, it's almost not worth arguing because you're going to hear literally high-level coaches with 6-7 figure incomes arguing with each other over it. You'll hear NFL coaches, strength coaches arguing over it. So, hey, lifting, you're just speculating too. The point is you have no evidence of that. This is a point of enormous debate, by the way. I'm not going to get into. You can talk about it all you want. I don't want to get in the debate because someone's going to tell me I'm wrong. And I don't have data. No one has real data to back it at this point, any of it. Just all their experience as coaches. Dean said, looking lean, coach. Thank you. Still sitting at 213 again today. Had a good workout. I dunked a bit. Peppermint, they're talking about basketball. Dunking is specific to the sport of basketball. Makes sense? So if you don't follow basketball, which I don't think is big in your country, you're not going to know. Hey, lifting, I really don't care. I'd rather have a 600 squat. To me, that's more practical than having a genetic explosive trait. I would much rather have the 600 squat. It's more useful. Unless you're going to argue, well, had you had a 40-inch vertical, you could have had a $5 million NFL contract when you were whatever, would be your counter argument. So, I played a bit of basketball. It's quite good at jump. Okay, cool. All right. At least we're getting good views here now. This one's doing better than yesterday in here. I think this will be pretty solid. Now it just needs some of those, needs some super chats. We need people to go buy Coach some proteins and creatine on that Amazon wish list or some Nair. That's messed up. Someone bought me Nair on the list and it never arrived. So I don't know if it just got lost in the mail because I have no way to track it, or if they took it back. It's kind of funny. What's the max amount of muscle you can gain in a year? There's too many variables. If I wanted to do day trip and take some water with me, would it be best if I put it in a mason jar? No, beautiful. Just stop with the mason jar thing. So, what do you do about cardio making you so hungry? I'm hungry no matter what. And that's why I do intermittent fasting and eat clean. I'm going to be hungry no matter what. Just basic beginner. I'm not always, no. Depends on his frame and starting point. Some beginners can in their first year, not all. Depending on frame size and starting point, there's dudes who crazy overbulk and still don't gain 20 pounds of muscle on a DEXA. Why are some people like that? I know myself as well as hungry. I mean, we could have a lengthy discussion about leptin and ghrelin and how they affect appetite. We could have discussions about stomach volume. We could have discussions about trauma and our response to food based on childhood trauma limitless. There's a lot of conversations. But the most fundamental is going to be leptin and ghrelin. So if you go do a Google search for leptin and ghrelin and kind of research those hormones in your brain, it will tell you a little bit about understanding hunger at the biological level. Make sense? Because you're asking a question about brain hormone balance at that point. Marty, not at all, dude. No, you know why I put those in there? Because of the OnlyFans stuff. You never know. You might have someone who just decides they want to buy that. So that's not the fitness. I threw them in there for that, just in case. Now, I'm not asking fitness people to. Not even ask for anything else. So why not throw them in there? You never know. People do crazy stuff like that. Like Ogus told me years ago, some dude straight up bought him a flat screen TV back in the day. So what the hell, right? Like it was a big one. So why not? It's not hurting anyone for me to just throw it in there joking. I don't really think anyone's going to. Cart says, heard about a crazy guy who would do lunges around the track and drink. Yeah, Cart, that's weird. People hungry because it's your mind's goal to get food. MFers were skinny back in because of the country. Well, yeah, humans have high appetite because we're kind of designed to survive famines and ice ages, right? Yeah, Cart, and then you're talking about the other thing. Why would you even bring up craziness like that? Of what he drank, like, just come on, dude. We don't need silly nonsense like that. That's not a fitness talk. That's a mental illness situation. Right? That's just straight mental illness at play. Yeah. Still sprinkling. Oh, like a big lonely body weight, apparently. Yeah, who cares? We don't care about whatever mythical story you heard somewhere about when nobody cares. I mean, not being offended, just silly. Biggest cause of wheel spinning. I don't know. Bad training, bad food. Cart used to try Muay Thai. They have done crazy nonstop training for 2 hours. Peppermint says day play. Peppermint says a bit of close grip for me later. Cool. Do you use a sauna coach? If not, why not? I don't have one. I don't own a sauna. Therefore, I don't use one. Very simple. And I don't go to a gym, so there's no sauna just hanging around. Yes, there is a correlation between strength and muscle growth, but it's more in the sense of muscle growth itself tends to drive the strength. I just had 300 grams of veggies, 200 grams of egg whites. Peppermint, I've already picked him out. Peppermint, have you caught him yet? He's trying really hard to try to fit in. All right. I just had 300 grams of vegetables, 200 grams of egg whites, 200 grams of lean turkey breast, and 1 turkey 15 bar. Well, quit eating stuff like the protein bars. You got junk food. That's not helping. Like a bit of sauna and steamer. Saunas are good. I don't have a problem with them. I just don't have one. Yeah, how about I don't go build one? All that is not. I could just take a hot bath. I clocked in 10 minutes ago. Peppermint. The guy says, "Hey Jason, what's up? Thank you, man. Coming along, dude. 213. We're 213 still. What she want? My friends." It's the only thing on the bike. All my messenger stuff pops up. All right. It's gonna be a joke. Total cardio duration goal today. I don't have one. Like training days, I get what I can while I'm still fasted. As long as we get over 2 hours, we're good. Non-training days, it needs to be minimum of 3. But what I'm doing with it being, I realized doing non-fasted cardio is just burning me out. So I just squeeze in what I can fasted. I feel like my deficit was too big. So when I pulled back just a hair, bumped my carbs, cut the protein a little, I started whooshing down again. So I was probably trying to force too big of a deficit doing bonus cardio. It's like everything just needs to be done fasted. Whatever I can squeeze in the fasted window, if we get at least 2 hours, we're good. Right? But if we can pull in 3, even better. Right? Hey, lifting, you already know the answer to that. And I've already clocked you, by the way. You already know that should be way under 200 pounds. Those are not reasonable strengths for a 200-pound man at all. Those numbers at 200 pounds is a fat guy. Right? A lean 200-pound guy, you need to add a plate to every one of those. Right? Is it okay to eat a handful of oatmeal and drink a chug of milk will lower elliptical? So I don't know what you just wrote. Could develop legs without machines possible? Yeah. Carol, plenty of people built great legs off of just barbell movements. Tons and tons of people have. Yeah, exactly. Peppermint. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, Carol, plenty of people have built great legs on just squats and deadlifts and things. Totally possible. So remember what my legs looked like at a certain point in the UK? People were like, wow, your quads are massive. I was training at home with nothing but barbells. I only had squats. That's all I had access to. There you go. Dean says if someone sends a super chat, he'll match it. Let's get a super chat train roll up. There you go. Someone send a super chat, guys. Someone drop $2, $3, $5, whatever. Dean will match it. Come on. What are you doing differently than watching you on and off? Overall aesthetics improve. Fasted training, fasted cardio, actually training my arms, Aldo. Right? Right now I'm cutting hard, so I'm dropping 2 pounds a week. I'm going to shred down to 200. I was at 222. On higher carbs now and down to 213. But I was eating more fat, less carbs. So I've been doing all this fasted cardio. Get shred on down. WTF coach is a barbell leg. Great example of that, right? But yeah, I do appreciate it. You guys saw what Dean said, though, guys. He wants to match super chats. I think he'll do it too. Dean does drop super chats. So they've been real slack on that lately, Dean, but it is what it is. You know, what you do. What are you going to do? All right. Coach, is there any use in the whole universe just one for the Smith machine? You could do pull-ups on it. There's some stuff people like with abs on it. Yeah, you could lock it in position to do pull-ups. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Appreciate it. Buy stocks. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much. Okay. Hey, Dean. Hey, Dean, he dropped the challenge if Dean is still in here. There we go. Have a contest. If Dean sees it, we'll be good. When's it going to show, though? It's not showing in the thing yet. They fighting for daddy. Well, you get the crown points for those too. Yeah, there's a contest. Let's have a contest. This is a contest I can get behind. Bank Stocks is winning. Dean, Oh. Awesome. Appreciate it, Dean. Thank you so much. We're fighting for that crown. Who will come out on top? Well, it looks like Dean is winning with that. Nice, Dean. Dean takes the lead. Are you ever in a rush to put weight on a client? Nope. You already know this. I remember I've done Banju like 150 times. I've already clocked you, dude. It's not like you can't not make a new account. Oh. All right. Sucks. Why didn't your show as a thing though? Is that who listened today? Yeah, that's him, dude. We all know, like we all clocked him, Peppermint clocked him, like we already figured it out. It was really easy by like his second post. It took me years to figure out you can't out-train a bad diet. Well, you can, but it's crazy trying to do it. Only extreme endurance athletes can, right? Like if you're only doing 2 hours of cardio a day, you won't out-train a bad diet. But if you're like seriously lifting and doing endurance sports, you can. No, I mean, I know someone who does it. But he logs, I mean, he deadlifts 600 plus. He runs 40 plus miles every week, minimum, if not 50 or more, weighing over 200 pounds with a little bit of something. A little bit of magic supplements. He pulls it off and eats donuts every day. But you have to be extreme to do it. Yeah, Beata does. But you have to be extreme to out-eat a bad. So to out-train a junk food diet like that, but he still eats steak. He's like, I eat 2 pounds of steak every day. He runs more than 5. He averages more than 5 a day. And he lifts 4 days a week. Keep in mind, again, a guy deadlifts over 600 pounds. So, yeah. So he manages to pull off, but he still eats like 300 grams of protein on top of all of that. He did say that he's like, I do 2 pounds of steak every day. He's like, I don't count protein because I eat 2 pounds of steak and I'm good. He's been doing it for over a decade. Honestly, Cart. Yeah, it can be done. It's just insanely rare. Most people don't ever do it. Like you pretty much have to live training to pull it off. Yeah. You know. But yeah, most people are not going to. So it's not worth trying to out-train a bad diet. Like your whole life just to eat the junk food, your life has revolved around training, realistically. And all these flexible dieters who fit the junk in, they're usually thin to begin with, and they use tons of fat-burning drugs and appetite suppressants while talking about fitting Pop-Tarts into their diet. But then they're on Tren Clen T3, taking nicotine gum to suppress their appetite. All of that just so they can eat some junk every day. You know? Well, Hearn often says more than 5 reps in compounds is too much. Mileage, your opinion? No, I don't agree. I've seen Mike do more than that, I think. Do you mean big barbell lifts, though, or are you talking about other stuff? Is nicotine gum? I don't know, but I wouldn't be taking nicotine gum anyways. I just can't see it being beneficial. Just to suppress your appetite. Carol, I've done DGP and loved it. 10, 20, 30 reps. I think fives and stuff are good for some of your barbell movements. So, but I mean, today I did 8 reps on my bench. I did 8 reps on my barbell rows. Those are big compounds. I didn't go over 5 on my deadlifts. I didn't go over 5 on my squats this week. Nicotine is new. I don't even know what she gives me about all this nootropic stuff. I don't know. I need to see some hard data on it. I don't have any real data on nicotine, but I can't see it. I can't imagine it being the greatest thing for you. Probably not. You know. Dramatic transformation principle. Okay. Gotcha. Cool, getting a nice good. I'm not familiar with all Chris Kithen stuff, to be fair. But if it worked for you, did you get bigger, stronger, leaner? Then more power to you. If it works for you, then it works. At the end of the day, that's a litmus test on a lot of stuff. We can argue about what's efficient, and I do as a coach because that's my job to get people results. But if someone runs some protocol and they're happy with what they got, they enjoyed it, they got stronger, leaner, more jacked doing a protocol, and they're happy with it, you can't hate on that. Is this the real Blaha? Kind of looks like, why would you think it's AI? Dude, I'm in a live stream. I'm straight up just streaming on my webcam, riding my bike. Came here just to like and dip. Appreciated, Jake. Appreciate them likes. So yes, Rufus, this is the real Blaha. Many gym goers put me down for it. I gained size. I don't really know what it is by stock, but like I said, did you get bigger, stronger, leaner, and enjoy doing it? Then I can't really hate on it, can I? I don't think anyone can. You meet those 4 criteria, it works. So, particularly, did you enjoy doing it? Do you think I'm on a recumbent, right? I'm on a recumbent desk bike. I have all my stuff set up, my keyboard, my webcam, my mic are all set on my desk, like a little laptop desk on my bike. A guy I tried to go puke. I've puked during speed squats before. I've puked during speed squats. Maybe it is the law. No, Rubus. I mean, I'm pretty much live all the time, dude, doing cardio right now. And you guys see all my training videos. There's no AI. No AI involved. It's just me, dude. I'd be a lot freakier, obviously, if it was AI. Just like when I put up those photo shoot pictures in the blue jeans, there were people who were literally, oh, you used Photoshop. That was just decent lighting. That's all it was. It was literally just done on one of my phones. A friend of mine who's not a professional photographer. I don't know. Yeah. Right. No, I like recumbent bikes. If we're just going to do list cardio, I like to do the brisk walking, but it's been raining. Kind of put a damper on that for me today. Unfortunately, although it may have stopped, and if it did, I may go get a session in outside. Assuming I can keep this connection. What's my bars look like? I bet you they're bad. Yeah, 2 bars inside. May not be too good outside. Right? I don't know. Either way, I'll push this one out to the hour. and then assess what we're going to do next. But I shouldn't need to eat for a bit. I'm good. Like I said, good training today, though. Happy with it. Still had a decent heavier top set on deadlifts, and then did all the full body stuff after. I went lighter on calf raises and repped them out. Mainly it's just getting up on that plate, that tall plate I get on. It's kind of hard, heavy to be doing 7 and 8 reps. Just knocked out 15s today and took them to failure. Keep my calves growing, help with the cardio burn. All right, maybe it is a lot. It all died in here. Everyone quit talking. What do we got going on, guys? Get some comments, get some engagements going, get some conversations. Hey, Marty, I do know, though, that you clicked on the affiliate link or the Amazon wish list. Belt squat raise, you don't like. Man, I didn't like it as much. Like, honestly, I enjoy the plate. I enjoy the barbell. It just feels more, how do I put it? I hate to use the term. I don't know, man. It just feels more raw, like more, just like real. You know? I hate to use the term badass. It just feels more badass to me. Just to just take the barbell or something like that. All right. I know I have a lot of axial loading right now. All the squatting, deadlifting, the calf raises, the rows. I want to get my shoulders range of motion good enough to overhead press again. I'd love to be able to behind the neck press again. That would be like an amazing goal. Remember, I used to do tons of behind the neck presses. Yep. I used to do behind the neck push presses all the time on camera. Like my ex, when she would squat, I would go over to the rack and do behind the neck push presses or whatever she was squatting. We just superset. Did it on camera before, at least once. No more upright rows. Yeah, I haven't been doing them. I'm just sticking to the small moves. I'm doing so many big movements. So I did just laterals yesterday. I did rear delt raises today. Just haven't been messing with them. They're a good movement. I just haven't been using them. Because I'm just doing delts last at the end of the whole body. All right. Do you encourage a couple to be coached? I've coached couples before. Yeah, I think it works great. And you could do bike and multitask. Yeah, I'm not interested in doing mukbang. You guys want to watch me eat rice, but then I'm not doing fasted cardio. That's a problem. I don't enjoy the non-fasted. I feel sick if I've eaten and I start doing cardio and training. I'm so used to fasted training. I feel this helped my cut the most. All this fasted cardio is what's helping me cut. All right, so just keep it up. Just keep running with it, bros. If it's not broke, don't fix it. If it's not broke, don't fix it. The breakfast chats were coached. Yeah, I didn't like doing those. I really disliked them. I did them because fans wanted me to. They felt weird and awkward, and I didn't like it. And I honestly just thought it was really weird, personally. I didn't enjoy doing it. I felt uncomfortable doing it. Plus, I like to enjoy my food. And if I'm talking or doing something else while I'm eating, I don't get to enjoy my food. So then I want to eat more. Like, I'll just get fat that way because I didn't get to enjoy the food I ate, so I need to eat more. Right? I can see you. Yeah. Because people begged me to do them. I assumed we're fans. I'm like, okay. But then it's like, I did not like it. And then some people were like, yeah, this is really weird. And it was weird. Eating on camera, it's weird as hell. Right? That's cool. You tried it. I tried it. But yeah, honestly, normally I'm super comfortable on camera. Like I'm so comfortable after years of doing this. That was the one thing I've done on camera that made me feel really awkward and weird. So yeah, well, they do, Rufus. I mean, people pay me for stuff like that. So if you want to see it, you can pay me. Leaving a like for Clean Shaven Daddy. Leave a super chat for Clean Shaven Daddy. Buy some protein powder. My Amazon link for Clean Shaven Daddy. There we go. I guess I'm going to be that way. I might as well. Right? Ain't no shame in my game at this point. Also got coaching slots open. Clean Shaven Daddy can coach you. Get you gains. Yeah, people don't get to tell me what to eat. I'm cutting. Like, that's not going to work, Rufus. That would be insane amounts of money. Like, it would have to be enormous sums of money because it messes with my business. Not going to be eat pizza for $100. Yeah, not going to happen. Like $1,000, and nobody's going to pay that. So it's silly. Hey, Coach, looking lean. Thank you, Caveman. Lucas, coming along. The cut is in full flow. We did a full body training session today. Took over an hour and a half. Now we're doing fasted cardio. Just keep getting leaner. We've got a good ways to go. Like I said, I'll reassess at 200, but we're at 213 now. So another 13, we'll have a good idea of how much further I need to go after that. All right. Yeah, clean shaven. It took a few years off, you think? I like the beard, but my skin doesn't. Like my psoriasis and skin is getting completely out of control. It's still not very good, even now. It's just when I lose weight, anytime I'm losing fat, it really flares up worse for me. Like every time, pretty much my whole life. I'm not really sure why, but it does. Do you have any coffee left? That was the last drop. Good to the last drop. There's also coffee on my Amazon wish list, y'all. Don't lose fast, you'll look flat. What do you mean? My preference, are you really going to tell me all this? Come on. How about I keep losing at the rate I've been losing? I know what I'm doing. It's fine. I'm eating really high carb at the moment. I'm on a high carb cut. I mean, I could always do lower carb, but if I do, though, it's going to be all healthy fats. I've never seen a Bugatti. I've never seen a Bugatti other than on the internet. I've never seen one in my life that I know of. Right? So the answer is obviously no. And I don't really care. I don't care to. I have Meniere's disease. I don't even like fast cars anymore. And I've built a couple of 500 horsepower small blocks, and it's just like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that again. It doesn't even sound fun to me. Let me throw up. Yeah, looking flat should release my worries. I need to just get my preference. So we're going to lose pretty quick. Thoughts on, I don't know who that is, Tanner Shuck. I've never heard of her. I don't know who she is. Next. You must hate roller coasters. Absolutely. Always hated roller coasters. I rode the Texas Cyclone at Astroworld way back in the day, and I puked my guts up on it. I don't know how old this must have been, 9 or 10. I puked on that thing. That's old school. I think that's been closed forever. It was famous. It was one of the more famous roller coasters in the world at the time. Like one of the top 3, like most intense. It's here in Houston at Astroworld. I threw up on that thing. straight up. Like, I can admit it, but I've had ear and vestibular disorders my whole life. So, no, they're not fun. I don't like boats either. Coach P can still stick to the ride. But Tanner, I don't know. You protein. I don't know what that means, Cart. What are you talking about? Cart, I don't know the reference. Is that from a movie? You got to tell me the reference. I don't know that one. Coach's Pew still stuck to it. Now I'm sure they cleaned it off all these years later. I mean, that was 40 years ago. No boat parties. I mean, I can handle like a pontoon boat. I've been on a boat party like out at Lake Travis in Austin. But as far as ocean, like, I've done that before. Not doing that again. Not going out in the ocean on a boat with those waves. I mean, I can do like, again, the pontoon party boat. I've been okay with that. I'm not going out in the sea on a boat. I took one back from, the reason I did that is one time they brought me in back on a boat instead of on the helicopter from a natural gas platform. It was not fun for me because I got sick. I got food poisoning or something out there and was puking on the platform. So they brought me back in. They didn't have a helicopter. They had a boat pick me up on the way. Like it was doing stuff. Yeah. Normally we took helicopter in and out. That was a lifetime ago. Man, that was more than 20 years. Wow. All right, this one's closing down. Is there honestly ever a need to go under 2 to 5 reps if not strength sports? No. If you're not trying to max, I mean, I have clients who do conjugate who don't do those because they want to be strong. But if you're not trying to be really strong, then you probably don't need to really go under that. Yeah. Is vegetables same nutrition as sticks, twigs? What? Cart, go look up nutrition. What do you mean sticks and twigs? No, vegetables are superfoods for the most part. We've bred vegetables to be nutrient dense versus sticks and twigs found in the wild. No, we bred all of our vegetables to be superfoods with selective breeding. Your ancient ancestors did that. No, I don't grow. I hate gardening, actually, Rufus. Rufus, I have a loathing for gardening personally. Absolutely hate it. I'm not going to get into why. I just hated having to do it as a kid. I hated helping my dad with his rose gardens as one of my chores growing up. I had to help him do that. I don't like gardens. I don't want to touch them. They can burn. Are vegetables significantly healthier than fruit? Not necessarily, just lower calorie. Depends on the vegetable. You're more likely to have things like vitamin K, for example. Why you do pullovers and curls together with squats? I missed something. Yeah, Gio, you've been missing. I switched back to full body. I told you guys why I was going to do it. I was going to go back and mess with it again, going back to my roots. Yes, I'm aware it's in conflict with some other previous statements, so I'm going to reassess and let's see if I was right. Right? So we'll see, was the old school Blaha right or the newer school Blaha on that topic. I'm going to test it and find out. Lady named Glucose Goddess, I've heard of her. She's an influencer. It says natural food is bred to be sweeter. So what? Yeah, it is. All of our foods are superfoods. They're more nutritious. You think stiff arm pull down similar to pullover? No. Pullovers are kind of their own thing. You're going to get way more tension in that stretch position you will ever get on a pull down. I've done pull downs that are not comparable. All right, guys, we're hitting the hour. I'm going to go ahead and wind this one down, get some other stuff done, and get some more cardio. Yeah, it's in the vlogs and everything, dude. So yeah, there'll be more discussion of it, but I'm going to wind this down, dude. We're done. Love you guys. I'll talk to you next time.